Hello and welcome to my channel. And today I thought I'd pop on because I bought this and yeah, I'm going to unbox it because it's got bits and stuff in it. So yeah, I figured it was worth an unboxing. I've not looked inside. All I've seen is the picture. But yeah, it's a diamond painting sealer kit and it's from Artdot, obviously, as you can see. And if you see, hang on, let me just get inside the box. It makes a little bit of noise. Get that out. Ooh, get that out. Oh, it sparkles. Right, just get that out. Get that out, and we'll get rid of the box. There. Right. Okay. So, if you saw you might remember, if you saw my end of year review in January, I had a nightmare painting, and it wasn't very good. Popping like crazy. In other circumstances, I would have thrown it away, but I thought this would be a good time to experiment sealing it, because up till now I've always had good paintings and they've not need sealing. But one of these days I'm going to get a good painting and it will need it. And in the UK, Min Max, what's it called? Polyacrylic. That stuff, which I know a lot of people in the States, they love that. That's their chosen thing for sealing diamond paintings. We can get it in the UK. We can buy it on Amazon. It's like £18 for a little pot, which in the States that's like 20. I don't know how much it costs there, but I'm pretty sure it costs less than $25, which is what we're looking at, $25, $30. So yeah, I thought I'd give this one a try. It is specifically for diamond paintings, apparently. Larger volume. It is a really big jar. What is it? Let me see the measurements. Let's do this properly. I'm a professional. It does not have... Oh yeah, there it is. 480 mils or 16 ounces. Larger volume, stay shiny, rapid curing, non-toxic and safe, multi-purpose. And yeah, it was between this or it was between... I was tempted to try the Craft Buddy, but it didn't have all the toys with it. So yeah, I have thoughts about these toys. They do look really good, but I can also see a big disadvantage. I'll talk about that later though. There's one step at a time. So let me just open it up and see if I can see what this is like. Ooh, big screwy top. Okay, so it's got one of these cardboard things on it. I mean, I don't know why. I have the feeling that should have been in there, but because it certainly didn't help peel off the foil. I've got to be careful. I don't know how runny this is. I'm assuming it's thick like PVA glue, but I do not know. Oh, let me in. So help it. I thought I might try it where there was still a bit of cardboard left, but that does not help either. Do you know what? Whatever. We'll just pierce the lid with the scraper, the straightener. Right, let's see what we got. That should not have been that much effort, but apparently it was. I'm getting it all over my hands. I'll be right back. Right, wow, that turned into a hot mess. So it comes up to about the top of the label here, if you want to see where it is. But I don't know if you can see inside, but it is clear. No, I'm not going to pour it in the lid. You just have to take my word for it. You do have to get this open because, oh, actually, I can do it in the lid. Let me take this out because I remember now. On the outside of the box, it said something about, yeah, I'm reading the instructions. Pour glue into the bottle cap, or directly place the brush inside the bottle. So let's just do a little bit in case I have trouble getting it back in. But there you go. As you can see, it's completely clear. It did feel it is tacky like glue when I wash my hands. But yeah, and the reason why I thought I'd do an unboxing of this, because I actually looked this up when I was hunting on Amazon for, let me pour that in, for a sealer. And I saw this one pop up and I was like, I didn't know Artdot had a sealer. No, not many people seem to talk about it. I don't know if that means it's bad. We're going to find out. Not today. This is just an unboxing. But yeah, let's just get that lid on. And hopefully I'll be able to open it because I've got a bit of glue on the rim. But yeah, there was not many videos about this at all. And the only videos I saw seemed to be like the PR ones where they've unboxed it, and that was like a year old. So I don't know if that means it's bad or whether it's just everybody likes Minwax so much that that's all they talk about. But let's look at the tools, because this is what I really want to look at. So we have, what have we got? Well, we've got the straightener. Look, I am just such a magpie. There is glitter in the straightener. That is literally going to become my new straightener. Though it's not as sturdy as some of the straighteners I've had. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. But that has got glitter in. And let's get these things out. So this is like a nylon fibre brush by the feel of it. A flathead brush. Oh, they're beads. They're like drills. It shakes. Again, magpie. What's this one? And this one is like, what's it called? Spatula. So it's like a silicone spatula. I wonder if that's silicone. No, that definitely feels like nylon. This is a silicone. Oh, that little bit of dirt was really annoying me. Yeah, so you put your painting on and then you pour your glue on and then yep. But before you do all that, this is the first thing you do. This is, what's it called? Lint roller. Oh, words. So this is the lint roller. I can't even see the end. There's a bit of plastic here. And you, do you know what? I can't even get into that. Why is everything so hard? It's been penny proofed. I can't get in. Right, okay. So that, oh, don't you hate when that happens? Just like, oh my God. This should not be, this better be good. Well, you do not need to see the struggle bus that was. Right, so this is just like the cover paper. And this is just like tacky. You think about your diamond painting where you've got your tacky glue on it. It's kind of a weak version of that. So that's the lint roller. It's quite ergonomically thingied. Look, it's got little finger holes, so I can. But I'm gonna now I spent like way too long trying to get that paper off. I'm gonna try and put it back on because there's gonna be stuff all over it. Right. So that is the lint roller, which does actually seem really handy. I will tell you though now what I see as the disadvantage of these tools that all came with this sealer. Right, so even if the sealer is really good, sorry, I'll get you in camera. Even if this sealer is really, really, really good, and it's a nice big bottle, but say it is really good, and I've used it all up, guess what? You cannot buy this by itself. Every time you have to buy it with the tools, which this might not be so bad because you're going to use off pieces of your lint roller. But this, you're just paying for stuff that you don't need. And I do not like paying for stuff I don't need. I was prepared to do it once. I think it cost like, I think it's like 12 or 13 pounds in the UK. So what's that? Maybe like $18. So in the States, it might not be cheaper than Minwax, but in the UK, it's definitely cheaper. And you do get the toys with it. So I do plan to do that video where I'm going to test it. And we're going to do a dummy run. And but I thought I'd just do that separately because I couldn't wait to get inside the box, basically. What it boils down to. But yeah, I thought I'd unbox it because, as I say, every other video that I saw, it was a PR package. It was no normal people. There was nobody who had just got it. So I am now that person. Anyway, I do plan to actually use this, which is another thing you don't see on the other videos. That most of them were just unboxings, but I do plan to use this on that canvas that I was talking about from the new year that I hate. And I'm gonna, so it doesn't matter if it goes wrong because it'll just go in the bin. But yeah, that'll be another video. I've changed my mind. I am gonna do it now. I was just gonna do this as an unboxing, but I'm gonna do the painting now. I've just dug it out. So let me put this to one side. So I've got all these tools. How fickle am I? I've got some paper towel, some dry, some ever so slightly damp, because I get the feeling I'm gonna, if nothing else, my hands will be dirty. Oh, I want this. Let's get the paper off this again for my sticky. Oop. And let's get the. All right, where should I put that? Let's put that way, and then that will keep it off. Let's get the painting. Right, so. Here it is, the offending painting that you would have seen in my year in review. It's from AZQSD, which is an AliExpress company. So this is one of the first paintings I ever bought. Needs to say, it's stolen artwork. It's part of a Thomas Kincaid picture, I've since found out. And yeah, so don't do it, folks, because it's not even, it was a terrible painting. It was popping drills, and it's not rendered very well, and you know, you get what you pay for. And as I say, it's stolen. So that's why we're willing to sacrifice this to if it all goes wrong. Now I'm just gonna, oh, I don't know, that is quite noisy, and yet there's something a bit ASMR about it, isn't there? Oh look, that is something I did not anticipate, because this is how bad the drills are. I actually pulled up a drill. Let me put that back. I get the feeling that's not going to be the first and only time it does that. But I want to do it. I don't want to do it properly, because I want to see. It's not. I don't want to see if the paint is clean. I want to see if this is dirty and how much it's picked up. So let's get this drill back in place with my fingertip, because I do not have a pen here. So we're going to mess around. All right. Let's do that. Let's keep going. Wow, look, there's 2 drills there. It is picking up dirt, but it's also picking up drills. Did I say this picture was bad? I think I did. Right. Maybe I will not roller it. And well, I tell you what, I'll roller the bottom, because it was mainly the top that was bad. It's a terrible canvas. I've never been so close. Like, I'm ridiculously stubborn about finishing pictures that I've started. It might take me a while. I think this one took me 3 years just to do, but I am ridiculously stubborn about even rubbish like this is. Yeah, there's another one. Where did that go? Well, this answers a question though about how sticky this is. I was saying about how nice an ASMR sound it was. Let's get into the dark side. The story of my life. I'll go to the dark side. Now, where did that come from? Yes, I did not occur to me how, and this is a very dirty painting. If you look at the, apologies for the mess around the side, if you can see that I did have tape around one corner of it when I started it, and that went out the window very quickly because I didn't care. And like I say, I've done this painting for like 3 years. Oh, it's stuck to the double-sided tape. And yeah, when something's been sitting around on and off for 3 years, it gets dirty. Dust and fluff and yeah. So I'm not going to go up the top again. We know it's sticky because it pulled up the drills, but you can see like the fluff. So it does seem to do its job. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it, but this here is the corner. And it's one of them ones, it's a bit like, you know them croissant rolls you get in cans, and it goes in a spiral. It's one of them. So if I pick up the corner here, it'll unpeel, and there'll be a fresh sticky thing underneath. So yeah, sticky. I like this. But what I would prefer is if there was just a refill for this, as opposed to having to buy a whole new kit. Or one of these sealing kits. But there you go. Right. Where shall I put this? I want to put that somewhere that there is no fabric for it to pick up more stuff on. So we're going to go straight to the glue, the sealer. Now, I don't know what to do. I think it does show you can pour it in a cap and brush it on. I don't know the difference. It doesn't explain the difference between why I've got a brush and what. Perhaps that's just to move it around, and then that's to get it in like the gaps. So let's just go with the move it around brush, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna do a little trickle. Let's do this. What can go wrong? It doesn't matter if it goes wrong. So I'm just gonna pour out some. Hopefully that's not too much. I'm gonna just get the brush, put that to one side. It smells of, I don't know what it smells of. It doesn't smell of, it does smell a bit gluey, but there's just something about it that's not right. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's see how much this, I don't want to put the handle in it. So let's just move this around. Oh, you can't even see that because the corner was off screen. I'm trying to get it up to the corner. Let me pull it down. I'm waiting to see if it pulls up more drills. Right, yeah, so that does move it around, so I want to do that. I mean, there is something quite therapeutic about, it's like, if you're into baking and you like icing a cake, it's that kind of, yeah, it's spreading it around. So that's just, so I don't think I've got enough, because it's a bit thin on this side where I started. Oh, I don't know, no. Let's just do this. So apparently you leave it for 2 hours to dry. So we're going to do that. And so stick around for the end. We'll see what happens. I want to see if it goes rock solid. I also don't know if it doesn't say anything about, you know, a lot of times, sometimes with like PVA glue, people part mix it with water. Oh, that drill is coming out. Go, get in. There we go. And I did not do that. So I'd be interested to try or hear if anybody has used this product before and has mixed it with water to dilute it. Because I have a feeling this is going to turn rock hard, you know, stiff as a board, which is fine because I store this in one of those artist sort of portfolio things. So it doesn't matter if it's rock hard because I'm not rolling it up. So let's keep going. It is quite a shiny canvas, so we will be able to see if it loses its shine. But I did use quite. This is a, what is it? A 50 by 40. So let's see how this goes. I feel like it's a bit. I need a bit more down here, but not a lot. Let's try it the other way then. Let's just go with. I'm going to dip my brush straight in there to paint this on. Because there is quite a bit down here. It's just, I don't feel it's like properly. Okay, so now I'm going to use the brush. And we're going to get that into all the little crevices, I'm thinking. That's the theory. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this way. Sorry if you're missing me when I'm up in the corners. You're not missing much. It's just the same as what's happening in the middle. So I'm going to go this way. And we're going to get it in all the crevices that way. I feel like that's a little bit... I can feel, to a degree, like it feels more slippery when it's obviously working with the sealer. It feels a bit more slick. No, don't change direction. There's a reason why you're doing this way. And I'm going, I want the whole canvas up and down. I have got a bit too much up here now though, because I can see, I don't know if you can see, probably not. But, oh yeah, you can see. It looks like a crease. That is not a crease, that's like a tidal thing. So probably if I'd have been a bit more methodical about it. But let's see, we're going to go this way now. So this should spread. In fact, I'm just going to go right to left. Do you know what? I'm going to put the lid on this. Not that I don't trust myself, but I don't trust myself to not knock it over. Right, keep going. So I'm going to keep going here. And I can see there is almost like... not bubbles, but it's just like I can see it's there from an angle, and I will try and show you in a sec what I can see. I think I could do with a bigger brush though. It doesn't need to be this little one. Like imagine, I mean it's fine for this one, but imagine if I was doing like a 80 by 60 or bigger. Because probably it's the big ones that you want to look after the most. Right. So I think we've done a good up and down on this and spread it out. I do have a little few like rivery things. Let's just get this off to the edge. And I think it'd be fine. Because I've been working in the middle a lot more. And... ooh. That's still sticky, be careful. And I could probably do with bringing it out to the edge, because obviously I poured it in the middle. I know what I'm doing, really. Right. Do not consider this a how-to. This might not be, it might be a how not to. Right, so I'm just going to go up here again. And we're going to sweep it all out, so that if there is excess, it's off the edge of the painting, like on the edge, you know, on the thingy. And then if you wanted to keep a painting like that, this, after you sealed it, then you'd probably be trimming off that edge anyway. Right, out you go. Just go that final way. Okay, so I don't see any rivers anymore. Maybe there. That looks a bit. For once, I'm talking about rivers in a different way than I would because this is double-sided adhesive. But I am talking about rivers of sealer. But truth is, probably when I only used a little bit extra, but I think if I'd have made more effort to sweep across with the brush, then it would have been fine. Right, let's put this somewhere. Put this on this piece of paper towel. I'll put it on the wet paper towel actually, and that way it might not stick. So this is what I've done. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it in here. Like, it's almost like you can see the little bubbles where it's sitting in the gaps. In fact, I'd almost say that it's kind of reacted, because it was clear, remember? It was clear, and this almost looks milky. And it's the bubbles, I think it's just got oxygen in it. I must be careful. My party trick is to stick canvases to the table, and this would be doubly so. But yeah, you can see in here as well, in the light colours, maybe it shows up better. But it's kind of sitting on top, so we'll see. It is, well, it's 11:30, so I will be back in 2 hours, and we'll see, first of all, hopefully, where all these bubbles have disappeared. And yeah, we'll see if it's still sparkly, because at the moment it's like, it is, yeah. We'll just wait 2 hours. So yeah, see you in a bit. All right, I'm back, and it's dry. I left it said 2 hours. I've left it 3 just to be safe, because I wasn't sure. I did slap it on quite thick. No, I wasn't sure if that was right. There's no, that's the thing, there is no guides to tell what it is. Oh, this drives my OCD mad. I can feel all the braille, because all the drills are the wrong size, and yeah, that's why it was popping. Anyway, so first things first, perhaps most interestingly, is look at this. It's not stiff. That is the first thing. Remember, I did not water this this sealer down. This is literally out of the bottle, and it is completely flexible. Like it bends, no problem. So that's a bonus. That's a thumbs up. I'm just looking at it now though. I can still see, like, especially on the dark drills, I don't know if it's, let me zoom you in. I don't know how well you can see this. So in here especially, but it is all in the dark drills. I'm assuming it's in the lighter drills as well. It just doesn't show up the same way. But I can still see kind of where those air bubbles were. It's still sitting in there. So, I mean, I could say that maybe it needs more time to dry, but the fact I've left it like an extra 50% time on top of what was supposed to be doing, I think that actually is just where those air bubbles were. That is just like what it's like. It's like it's set that way. Where would be another good place to show? I'll just drag that here. I don't know if you can see it in here. Can you see that? This is like the air bubbles are still, that's how it dried. So that I would call, maybe you can see it this way as well, that I would call a not good, a thumbs down. But as I've never sealed a painting before, maybe that's normal. Like, because obviously it's like, you know, you can see all these little imperfections in here with the gaps and everything, but you never see that on if the painting was on the wall or something in a picture. This is not the normal way to look at a painting. So maybe this sealant, maybe that is just a sign that it's going to be there. If anybody has sealed a painting with Minwax, perhaps you can tell me whether you do see like this little bit of residue, I guess, for want of a better word, like between the drills. Now, is it still sparkly? Well, these are acrylic, so they're never as sparkly as resin. I think you can see, like, there is still plenty of sparkle. I do not think it's affected the sparkle of the actual drills. And if anything, it's kind of, in a way, added some sparkle because it has got these little blobs in the gaps. It's like added facets, I guess, because obviously they're not flat. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not convinced. And so I think the best, right, so what I've got is here, this is like a microfiber cloth. So I thought I'd give this a rub and see if any of these bits come off. They're not wet. This canvas feels completely dry. And there's no stickiness. So I'm just going to do it in case it's like a sort of a residue. Let's do it down here where I can see, because I can see it on the darker drills a lot easier. So let me just... No, I think that's safe to say that's made absolutely no difference. So I think probably the only thing that might make a difference at this point is if I get something like a toothbrush to just like gently brush away. Something with a bit of, you know, a bit of oomph. But I think what I'll do before I try that, I'm going to leave it. I'll leave it another sort of 24 hours just to be utterly, absolutely, positively no chance whatsoever of this being done. But I would say... It's hard because I have absolutely no sealer to compare against. But I would say that the fact it dried so quickly, 2 hours, it's 2 hours drying time, that is a plus. The fact that it's still bendable, completely pliable, that is a plus. I'll make that 2 thumbs. And it does appear to still have its, you know, it doesn't appear to have dulled the drills. I don't know how well that comes up, but you'll have to take my word for that one because you know, I'm seeing it with my eyeballs, and I would say that was reasonable. But yeah, this residue that's in between all the drills, that is definitely a thumbs down. But yeah, I'm going to leave it a good 24 hours from now, and I think I'm going to try and get this video up tonight. So I will update the description to let you know if that did make any difference with the toothbrush. I have my thoughts on it, which I have shared. It's completely up to you, though. I just present the facts as I see them. Let me just put this back on here. So this is what I bought. I will leave a link in the description should you be interested. I mean, if nothing else, the kind of the tools are quite nice. But like I say, that's also a down. That's another thumbs down. I just thought of it. Another thumbs down. If I wanted to buy another pot of this sealer, I would have to repurchase all the tools again, which feels a bit wasteful. Not just like from, you know, bits and pieces, but also from a money point of view, because obviously it costs more money because you're paying for these tools that you don't actually need. Anyway, that's it for now. Leave me a thumbs up on the way out if you found this video useful, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Bye. I know a lot of people in the States, they love that. That's their chosen thing for sealing diamond paintings. That's their chosen thing for sealing diamond. That's their chosen thing for sealing diamond. Oh my God.